So it's the most confusing thing on earth is back at Disney World, which is the dining plan, which has never been my area of expertise, but that's why we have you, British, to help us get through this. Because today's the day, right?
Today is the day.
Yeah.
And the world, it seems, is pretty excited about all of this.
You only took down the website this morning, yeah.
Because there's a multitude of things going on. First of all, Walt Disney World announced that, today is the day that they're allowing bookings for 2024 Walt Disney World vacation packages for vacations that's January 9th or further out. So that's going on. Everybody's been waiting.
That's always a crazy day, the first day of next year packages, right?
Always. Simultaneously, the Disney dining plan, it's back after like 3 years almost.
It's a good thing they kept those icons on all the menus. We were wondering why they kept putting them on. It's like, is it coming back? Well, finally.
Yeah, it's back. And we're truly very, very excited about it. If, everyone's been writing and blogging, will it come back? What's it going to be? What's going to happen? So now it is official. I know you guys did an article on it. So it's happening.
Yeah.
And I know myself could not be more excited. So
I've never actually done the dining plan. Because I don't like Disney World has never been that all-inclusive thing for me. So I'm just not used to. But explain what is the Disney dining plan for those that don't know?
Absolutely. So you just said something. It's that all-inclusive type of feel. That's exactly really essentially what it is. But the proper way to explain it is that the Disney dining plan is really a prepaid meal plan. Yeah. Okay? And it's perfect in my opinion, and for a lot of families it can work because it gives you an opportunity to budget in advance, your snacks, your drinks, your meals, breakfast, lunch, dinner, all of that. So it's one of the reasons why I like cruising. I mean, there's a lot of reasons, but one of the reasons is that I know how much it's going to cost in advance. I pay for it when I step on the ship, all my food's included. Well, you get to have that kind of experience at Walt Disney World when you add the Disney dining plan. So.
I will say this, when traveling to Disney parks around the world, that sometimes the credit card company does not like when you go somewhere. So it is nice sometimes to just know that I don't have to think about this right now.
That's so true.
Or call Fairwinds.
That's so true.
That's right. I'm talking to you, Fairwinds. Anyway.
Absolutely. You are exactly right. I mean, it's all there. You don't have to try to figure it out. And it takes the guesswork out of, how much is it going to cost to feed the family? You know, you've paid for the resort, the package, your tickets, you've got even your spending money kind of accounted for. Yeah. And now you get to Walt Disney World and you're kind of shaking in your boots because the kids are asking for Mickey bars and, you're thinking, do I really want that steak? Oh man, my daughter wants to go to Cinderella's Royal Table. What do I do? Well, when you have a Disney dining plan added to your Walt Disney World vacation package, the answer is yes, yes, yes. You can do it. You can enjoy those meals.
That's good.
Yeah.
So the other thing is I think people automatically assume with the dining plan that it's table service only. That's not the case.
That is so true. Yeah. Okay. So thanks for bringing that up. So there's actually a couple of choices with the newly released today Disney dining plan. So you have two choices. So I'm going to walk you through how it works and how it works, but I'll tell you what the two choices are.
Please, because I cannot keep track.
I know, because we were chatting a little bit before. He's like, British, just break it down for me. So two choices. The first choice, it's referred to as the Disney Quick Service dining plan. And the second choice is I call it the standard Disney dining plan.
Not confusing at all.
Not confusing at all, just two. Now, what does that mean? Which one do I choose? So Disney's Quick Service. So Disney's Quick Service, you are going to get what's called 2 quick service meals. You'll get 2 quick service meals per night of your stay, 1 snack or a non-alcoholic beverage for each night of your stay, I should say, each night of your stay. And you are also going to get a resort refillable mug. That's quick service. Now let me add another piece to that before I explain the Disney dining plan. So here's a great example to really break it down. Let's just say you're booking your vacation for next year, and it's, I don't know, a family of 4, and you're going to do a 5-night vacation package at one of our Walt Disney World resorts because it needs to be at a Walt Disney World resort. It can't be off property. So you go ahead and book your package. 5 nights, family of 4. You go with the quick service dining plan. That means that everybody in the party, everyone ages 3 all the way up, that's when it starts, 3 plus and 3 and up, will get the quick service for the entire stay of the vacation. So if you get 2 quick service meals, which by the way can be used for breakfast, lunch, or dinner, that means, and you're staying for 5 nights, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So that means you're going to have a total per everybody in the room 10 quick service meals that you can use throughout your entire stay. For breakfast, lunch, or dinner at over, just hundreds and hundreds of locations throughout Walt Disney World. And we call them credits. You'll hear when you book with us at Be Our Guest Vacations, we'll talk about how you can do that, or if you're booking, through Disney, however you're doing it, you'll hear us refer to it as credits because
you
it
don't
gets
need
loaded
to
up.
I can use more than 2 in a day.
That's right.
Okay.
That's exactly correct. That's part of the flexibility and the convenience that a lot of individuals and families love. That when you check into your room on your Magic Band or on your Key to the World card, all these meals and snacks and everything is loaded onto your band. And then you just go and have a great time, and you can use all 10 in one day if you want to. Probably wouldn't. I wouldn't recommend it, but you can spread it out and use it as you'd like.
Okay.
At over 200 locations all throughout Walt Disney World. That includes even Disney Springs.
Great.
Yeah, so it's great. So that's the quick service option. 2 quick service meals per night of your stay, 1 snack or non-alcoholic beverage. And oh, by the way, the resort refillable mug, both plans come with that, Tom. Here's what I love about that. That means you're going to get this really cool kind of souvenir. It's a mug that you can refill over and over and over and over and not pay $5 every time you want a Coke or for any of the non-alcoholic beverages at any of the resorts all over Walt Disney World. Even if you're not staying at that resort, you can go back and refill. Yeah,
it's good to know if you're at Magic Kingdom and you really don't want to buy another soda, you could walk to the Contemporary, the Grand Floridian. Not that any of us have ever done that, but... Yeah.
And refill. So that's really good too. Now, let me get to the other option, which is your Disney dining plan. Okay, so the Disney dining plan, and I'll tell you who should go, recommend it for each one. So the dining plan, you get 1 quick service meal per night of your stay, 1 table service meal per night of your stay. You also get 1 snack or non-alcoholic beverage per night of your stay. And yes, you are also going to get the resort refillable mug.
Okay.
So you just the same story, if you've got 5 nights and you getting all those loaded up onto your Magic Band, everything before when you check in, and you use it however you'd like. Those credits are yours to use throughout your stay.
Okay.
So that kind of breaks down on a very basic level. Another question might be, so all right, well that sounds great. Which one should I choose?
Yeah.
I don't know. Is that what you're thinking?
I mean, it's from a budget standpoint, that makes sense, right?
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, quick service is going to be less than table service.
Yeah, for sure.
And some people like to just keep going. Some people, I prefer, especially in summer at Disney World, I need to sit somewhere.
Yes.
At the middle of the day. So, but I know some people like to just keep going. They want the quick meal and get back out there.
It's true.
Yeah.
I really like that the quick service meal option is out there. It just depends on, how you like to vacation, what you like to do. So our, travel advisors, usually after discovery and asking tons of questions, they'll say, hey, how do you want a vacation? Some families, like you may say, well, I want to just go. Like you said, Tom, I don't want to have to worry about reservations. We're here to be in the parks, have the experiences, do shows, things like that. So with quick service, that means you can go to any of the quick service locations in the parks, in the resorts, and just walk right up, place your order, grab your food, and have a seat, enjoy your meal. And each one of the meals are going to come with the entree, and then you also get a dessert. You get a beverage, by the way, is included. Oh, and I don't want to forget this part. This is great because this hasn't always been part of the dining plan with Disney throughout the years. This, I think, was added in 2019 or so. But for adults, over the age of over the age of 21, you can actually substitute that beverage, the non-alcoholic beverage, with your entree for a adult beverage. You can do a beer, you can do wine. They even have specialty cocktails.
That's great.
Yeah, but need to show your ID for that. So.
Yes. So you do need to bring the ID at least. Maybe not credit cards because you have the dining plan, but bring your ID.
That's exactly correct. So the quick service is for families that say, hey, I want to enjoy a great meal. I want everybody in the family to enjoy it, but I don't want to have to make reservations. I just want to go. Now, the Disney dining plan, that's another one. Now, yes, to your point, you'll pay a little bit more for that one, but there's a lot of value in it for families who say, I want to slow down a bit.
Yeah.
Listen, we're so busy in our daily lives back at home that we actually want to be able to sit down as a family and enjoy a table service. That basically means you sit down and you're waited on by wait staff. And you get to have whatever you want. Think about those restaurants where it's like, can I get the steak? Yes, you can. What about the lobster? Yes. What about character dining? Yes. You can use your dining plan to enjoy some really cool character dining experiences. So
just about anywhere.
Just about anywhere. Yeah.
I need, like I said before, I need that midday or evening break in air conditioning in Orlando. That's very important, I think, to the Disney World experience. So, but I like that the other meal is a quick service. You're not. I remember there were some plans where there were multiple table service back in the day, and people would just inevitably not use all the credits and be there on the last day. I can't tell you how many times I was handed a card from someone's like, "We're leaving. Would you like food?" And I was like, "I guess so. Sure, thank you."
It's so true.
Yeah, because people couldn't finish everything. This seems more manageable.
Yeah, it sounds like they put some thought into that. It's and then also too, what's great, the convenience, the flexibility is there as well. Yeah. Because you actually can use these credits. Somebody had asked me the question just the other day. They said, "Oh my gosh, like what if I'm coming for 5 days, but maybe my last day or in the middle, I'm going to go off property and go do some other things in Orlando. Yeah. Maybe I shouldn't do. Am I going to do the dining plan? Am I going to lose some of my credits?" And no, we will show you how to maximize those credits. Yeah. You can load up on the front end, use more than one. Tom already said he's right. You can use several early on, so you can use them up. One other thing, you can also have up until midnight on the checkout date to use those credits, because a lot of families will, check out at your Walt Disney World Resort at 11, but then your flight's not till that night. Yeah. Or you're going to go back in the parks, hang out at the pool. You can actually use up the rest of those meal credits.
And if you have a couple left, again, there are the Signature, which are most of my favorite restaurants happen to be Signature dining. So if you have a couple left, I think it's good. Like Brown Derby's a personal favorite. Mm-hmm. Some of those, Jico, the cooking place, and Animal Kingdom Lodge. Yes. So you maybe want to bank at some point and do a Signature, even though they're 2 credits, or character meal for that matter.
Right.
Akershus, which we just reviewed, ended up being fantastic. So I highly recommend.
Absolutely. Yeah. So the dining plan, I'm glad you mentioned that again. The Disney dining plan can absolutely be used for those experiences that otherwise you might say, it's a little pricey. Yeah. Or I don't know, we got to pick and choose. Maybe we can't do, 2 character. With this plan, it ultimately, I feel why people go for it. There's many folks that'll say, do the math and say, yeah, this really works out because we eat a lot, kind of thing. Yeah. But then, there's a whole group of folks that say, well, I haven't really done the math, but what I do love is being able to just say yes to whatever on the menu and not have to count my pennies. And I also like to have everything included. So there's value in the convenience of it.
I was just going to ask you that because I'm sure that you get the same question all the time. We always get asked, is it a good value? And I don't really know the answer to that, and I think it kind of depends who you are and how you plan a trip.
You're right. Yeah. You're exactly right. That we get that question all the time. The travel advisors at Be Our Guest Vacations get that. Should I do it? Is it worth it? Yeah. That's kind of a hard question to just give like a definitive yes or no, Tom. Honestly, and it's because it's based on how you're going to use it. Yeah. How do you eat? What do you like to eat? Mm-hmm. That kind of thing. Yeah. Are you the kind of person that, even someone mentioned this to me the other day, I love it because I don't have to worry about who's going to pick up the bill, because it's multi-generational. They go, grandma and grandpa, aunts and uncles, they go on this big vacation. Everybody in the room, by the way, gets the dining plan. That's how it works. And so nobody has to worry about who's picking up that expensive Disney dinner bill, because it's all included on the dining plan. I just had
a core memory was unlocked at Coral Reef where my uncle and my father fought over the bill.
See?
It was not pleasant. But anyway.
Yeah. No, it's true. We've all had those experiences as well, counting like, I don't know. Or the experience, Tom, I've had memories of, again, my vacation package is all paid for, my flights are paid for, we get to Walt Disney World, we're excited. But honestly, halfway through, I'm a little bit worried about how much I'm spending for food and drinks. But now my son can just go get that $6 Mickey bar, no problem at all, because it's one of the snacks.
It's quite a snack. It's very filling.
It's one of my favorites.
Yeah.
Forevermore. Yeah, it's one of my
Oh,
favorites.
boy. Trying to think of what other base. I have notes.
Yeah, look at that.
Oh, so the other thing that people are inevitably asking you about is if they can add it to this year, and the answer is no.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct. It's a great question. Thank you for pulling that one out. It is for next year's Walt Disney World vacations. So I know that some of your viewers are right now watching and they're thinking about it. Maybe some of you might be on hold waiting to get through. But it is for next year, and it's for vacations that are starting January 9th.
Yes, because it's not back until January 9th. So they can't book you anything that doesn't exist yet.
Yeah.
So unfortunately, if you're coming this year, you'll have to figure this all out on your own.
Yeah. Well, that's true. Well, you're kind of giving me a transition here to one of the benefits, of course. I'm with Be Our Guest Vacations, and actually in the story that you're looking at right now, there's a link you can click on in the story that can take you right to our Be Our Guest Vacations vacation request form. We call it a quote form. Fill out that information. Obviously, if you're looking to still get to Walt Disney World this year, cannot add the dining plan, but we have travel professionals. These are experienced experts. They know Walt Disney World back and forth because they have experienced it. They can book this year's, but definitely go ahead and start with us for next year, so we can get that taken care of for you.
And worth mentioning, you guys book tons of other stuff. You actually just booked me a Disney cruise.
Yes, yes.
Good for Adventures by Disney, Disney Cruise Line, Disneyland.
We do it all.
Yeah.
We Platinum Disney authorized agency. It's been around and highly rated for over a decade. And so this is a really, really big day for us. We've had so many of our customers that have literally been calling, emailing, all of them, can I book next year? Can I book next year? Yes, today is the day. You can book Walt Disney World 2024 today, and you can add the dining plan. So
that's great.
That's
let
really
them
cool.
deal with it. It doesn't cost you anything, and you don't have to call Disney. So
Can I tell you how big that is? Whoa.
Oh.
That is huge. The line, I used to work for them, Disney, years ago. And I mean, it would just be, the queue was outrageous. But I'm glad you said that, because that is one of the benefits of using an authorized platinum agency like ours, who we know what we're doing. Let us do the work for you.
Yeah.
And, even later, just get next year's vacation package booked. And if you're thinking, well, what if they come out with some promotions or discounts later this year? What about that? When inevitably, and Tom, you know this, when they do that, if that happens, the phone lines get jammed up again.
Yep.
But now you've already booked with us, and so we will be the ones on hold and getting through with our special numbers and things like that to take care of it. So let us do the work for you.
There you go.
Yeah, let us do the work for you. More on the dining plan. I don't know. Gratuities. That was another question.
Okay. Yeah.
So you wanna if there's anything you do want to think about before, once you add the dining plan, food, everything's included, but you also want to plan to have your gratuities, your tips. That part's not included.
Okay. I do have the price points. Here we go. So the Disney now this gets confusing because we're talking about Disney dining plans, and the first one is called the Disney Dining Plan.
Yes, Disney Dining Plan, and then Disney's Quick Service Dining Plan.
This is
Those
worse
are your
than
two.
Genie Plus. So the Disney Dining Plan for adults this is per night, per day, I should say.
For the stay,
per day, sorry. Night. I'm used to things being per night.
Yeah.
Per day, $94.28 for adults. For children, $29.69. For the quick service dining plan, it is $57 a day for adults, $23.83 for children.
Okay.
Children are 3 to 9, correct?
Yep, children are 3 to 9. They will order off of the delicious children's menu for the dining plan, and then everyone else, of course, the adult.
Remember that. You can throw your kids out at 10, because that's when Disney considers them an adult. Make them fend for themselves at 10. If they want to book the Disney dining plan, a Disney trip in general, where are we going again?
You are going to go to the link in this description, and that's going to allow you to head on over to Be Our Guest Vacations. You'll be speaking to one of our travel professionals who will get you set up for next year's Walt Disney World vacation, and also add on that much-awaited Disney dining plan.
There you go. I'm hungry already.
So am I.
Thank you, British. Thank you so much for helping us out.
It's been a blast. Thank you.